Yes, sir. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know who this is. This is your boy JC from JC Sports Talk. And tonight, y'all won't believe this, folks. Y'all would not believe this shit tonight. Tonight, we have, not one, not two, not three, but four Chiefs fans against your boy. But you already know your boy's gonna hold it down, but we are gonna get into it a little bit. But one by one, I'm gonna bring them on and introduce them, and they're going to introduce themselves. Let's show them some brotherly love as they come on. Why don't we? First up, let's go with Good Luck Chuck. What's up, man? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, JC? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Hey, what's up? Hey, tell me a little bit about you, man.
Well, I mean, I'm sure enough people know this by now, unless they forgot. But yeah, I was one of the Chiefs fans that was famously known for leaving the playoff game against the Texans a few years ago. Because I was originally bad luck as far as watching them live in the playoffs. I never seen them win the playoff game in person. You know how that went. I was on all kinds of interviews, Sports Center, Good Morning America, NFL Network, all that good stuff. But I did recently end my bad luck streak this year as I went 2-0 at Arrowhead. So that's a little bit about me. I got my own bobblehead and everything too. So
Oh shit! Oh, we got a superstar in the building. My bad. Hey, yo, I didn't know who I was bringing on this channel, but hey, he's here, and we definitely gonna get into it a little bit later. Next one up, we have.
What's
Kai.
up?
What's up, girl? What's going on?
What's up? Thanks so much for having me. Man, how are you?
Hey, look, I'm good, man. It's Super Bowl week. How look, there's no blues over here. It's all smiles and rainbows and sunshine until 6:30 on Sunday. You know what I mean?
Definitely. It's definitely emotions are high right now. It's a big week. I'm a Chiefs fan. I believe the Chiefs are the best football team in the NFL. I think they're going to take it and they're going to get this dub. But I'm excited to talk to you. I'm a Chiefs fan since birth, so it's in my blood. Let's do it.
Okay, all right. And next up, we gonna bring on Mr. Boogie, right? Boogie?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
Boogie Man is in the house. What's up, my brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Appreciate you having me on here for this handicap match, man. Good luck to y'all after this week.
Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. And look, I'm appreciate. Hey, thank you all for joining. And last but not least, we're gonna bring on Mr. Country Boy. What's up, my brother?
What's up, JC? What's up, Philadelphia? Shout out to Gilly the King and Meek Mill, Freeway Beans, all them legends out in Philly, but we got to have y'all this week. We can't have nothing less.
Hey, look, I'm telling y'all right now. I don't know what song we gonna come out to. I know back in 2018 we came out. Hold up, wait a minute. But this time I don't know. But I'm excited though because whatever song we come out to, woo, the Chiefs. Yo, I'm be watching the Chiefs players on sideline and see the fear in their eye. Because once we come up to that song, and we weren't green. We weren't green. The last time we wore green, guess what happened? We raised that Lombardi trophy. Hopefully, we could do it again. So y'all wearing white, right? So the last time y'all wore white, what happened? Boom! Oh shoot!
You know what it is.
So hopefully, that trend continues, even though the percentage is what what whoever wears white is usually the favorite win. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Do y'all believe in that stuff? The jersey color matters.
No.
No, but we'll take it though. We definitely will take it. If it works, it works.
All right. Hey, look, last time we wore green, we won. Last time y'all wore white, I take it too. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Eagles champ? What's up, man? Annie's, what's up, my brother? What is going on? Hearing Chuck explain, it has me weak.
What's up, Julia?
What's up, Julia?
What's up,
What up?
Hank?
What up?
Hey, what's up? Kelly Green, bring it back. Hey, look, we definitely gonna get into it, man. The first thing I do want to get into is the injury report. Look, I know there's no practice going on. There's a whole bunch of media stuff right now. The last time I checked, the Philadelphia Eagles are a go. We are green. G to G, all 22 personnel, offense and defense are healthy. What is going on y'all side of town?
Well, I know last night with the media sessions and everything, opening night and everything, I know Legarius said he got cleared from concussion protocol, so he's good to go. Kadarius Toney, he's questionable right now, but he said he's gonna play. The only thing that's a little different is that McCole, he's on IR. He's not gonna play in this one. But we did bring up Clyde Edwards-Helaire, so we're gonna see what his role is. Um, Other than that, man, I think everything else is straight for the most part. Everyone knows Patrick got the lingering ankle injury, but that ain't gonna stop him. They didn't stop him last week and didn't stop him before. So
Yeah, we
Yo,
had 53 players practice today, so
we
everything's
put
a
on the
go.
pads too. We put on the pads too. So
oh, okay. So, but hey, you know what? Hey, you said something there. McCole Hardman, right? How big of a loss is that for the Chiefs offense?
yeah, it's
It's a
somewhat of a
loss.
loss.
It's a loss,
Go
man.
ahead,
It
Vincent.
hurts us in the red zone, um, in that element of speed that we need. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a loss. You know what I'm saying? And we still rooting for you, McCall. Man, get healthy, come back next year and do it all over again. But it's definitely gonna hurt us a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I saw your red zone numbers as far as offense wise. And y'all pretty darn good. I mean, y'all like second in the league when it comes to red zone, scoring offense. So, because y'all got the guy Kelsey, but we definitely gonna get into that. But of course, we know, man, this is Super Bowl 57, man. This is the first time in NFL history, man. There's two black quarterbacks, man. Happy Black History Month, by the way. There's two black quarterbacks going head to head. You know what I mean? How big of a change is that? Like, I mean, coming from, hey, y'all can't play quarterback to now. Look at this. Look at God. You know what I mean? Look at God. You know what I mean? You got two in the Super Bowl. So Kylie, hey, talk to me. How big is this? For the NFL as a whole to see that.
Man, it's huge. And when you think about where they've come, from Warren Moon and McNabb, like there's so many other quarterbacks that kind of paved the way. And to see two black quarterbacks going head to head, two of the best quarterbacks in the league going head to head too. I mean, I think it speaks volumes. And hopefully this is opening the door to seeing more coaches getting jobs, more black coaches getting jobs, more assistant coaches, just more diversity across the entire league. I think it's great. Both quarterbacks deserve to be there regardless of color. I just think it's a great step for the NFL.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
it's definitely important. The two best quarterbacks all year, for the most part, both being black. We never seen it before. When I was younger, I know I never would have thought we would have two black quarterbacks in. We didn't have Russell Wilson get there, Cam get there, but never having two. So I definitely think that's special. Hopefully we can get some more of those.
Yeah, I mean, facts, man. It's not only the two black quarterbacks, it's the two best teams, man. Like both identical record. I mean, both with the same record, and it's amazing all year long. Like, I mean, people are saying, "Watch out for the Bills." For some odd reason, Josh Allen, the big gunslinging, all of a sudden, look, it's Mahomes. It's Jalen Hurts. Before I go on, the Sporting Voice. I ordered my Chief pack last week. They told me due to the officiating, it will take 2 weeks. But I can't wait till Smoke NFL needed multiple storylines. It's all good.
Hey, but JC, you see, he needed somebody else to order it and buy it for him so he can smoke. But it ain't gonna happen. He couldn't even afford to buy his own pack. Sad, man. It's sad.
Hey, man, leave my guy alone, man. Hey, he's
He's a
going
Bengals
to
fan, man. He's still in his feelings. He's still in his feelings.
Yeah, they still hurt over there, dog. They so hurt over there, man. It's ridiculous.
Yo, hey, look, we know all about hurt, man. You know what I mean? The Giants are hurting, the 49ers are hurting. The whole matter of fact, the whole 30, the whole NFC is hurting to see the Philadelphia Eagles. And I'm pretty sure it's the same thing on y'all side, too. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like we said, what happened to Josh Allen? What happened to Joe Cool? Burrowhead? What happened to all those people? You know what I mean? And they wet the bed. That's all it is. You know?
It was inevitable, man. It's like Thanos, bro. It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? It had to be like this.
All
There's
right,
so many storylines, man. The black quarterbacks that should be the headline. But there's so many storylines. We got the Kelsey brothers. We got the best two teams in the NFL. We got Andy Reid coming home to Philadelphia.
Philly
You know what I'm
versus
saying? Y'all coach now, so I always get his name wrong, but Nick he used to be on our staff. You know what I'm saying? So it's a kind of a revenge game for him too, man. It's like multiple storylines. So if you do believe in conspiracies, this is the best game. This is the best matchup they could have went with anyway. So it just happened to be our team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I wouldn't want it any other way, man. It's Philly versus Philly in my mind, because Andy Reid, man, 14 years, with the Philadelphia Eagles, 5 NFC championship. He finally bust through one and lost in the Super Bowl to the cheating ass Patriots. And then the following year, they got caught. Like, how the hell? I mean, technically, Eagles won that Super Bowl. Like, all those 3 teams they played before, they all won, because guess what? All those games was a 3-point win. All of them. All 3 Super Bowls before they got caught cheating was a 3-point win. Field goal. Every single last one of them. So imagine if, and it so happened that soon they beat Philly the following year. They've been cheating the whole damn time. So who knows? You know what I mean? Conspiracy over here.
Hey, JC, we keeping it real, right, JC?
Yeah.
Okay, so who you blame for that loss, bro?
What loss?
Y'all won, but I'm saying, who do you put the blame on? You put it on McNabb or
what, the Super Bowl? Yeah. Look, we lost. Oh yeah, absolutely. Look, I think that McNabb, like the whole thing that he was throwing up in the huddle, blah blah blah. Look, I think it's on McNabb, because that defense played well enough. T.O. had an outstanding game. I mean, this dude came off a broken ankle, you know what I mean? And still, like, one of the best performance in, a Super Bowl history still, you know what I mean? And McNabb, he came up short, you know what I mean? He came up short. But at the same time, the previous 4 NFC championships, look, I blame it on Andy Reid and whoever else was the general manager. You know why? Because the 1 year we had a legit bona fide wide receiver, we went to a Super Bowl. McNabb had to do everything by himself. You know what I mean? Andy Reid is a pass-heavy coach. As y'all see, just throw. And McNabb was throwing to, like right now, this time, wouldn't even be on the practice squad. Freddie Mitchell, James Thrash, who? Greg Lewis. What the hell? That's what McNabb had to deal with basically his entire career at Philadelphia until we got D-Jack and all that stuff, later on. So absolutely, man. I blame it on Andy Reid, the reason why the Philadelphia Eagles did not get to multiple Super Bowls. Like 5 NFC championships, and you only break through one time. So it's got to be coaching, man. It has to be coaching.
Yeah, you don't think Andy Reid was at fault in that Super Bowl too? Because y'all was without T.O. during that playoff run as well, because T.O. got hurt against Dallas. And at the time, before y'all got to the Super Bowl, y'all was giving Brian Westbrook and the other running backs the rock, and y'all was pretty effective on offense that way. Then that Super Bowl, when T.O. got back, y'all kind of went away from that. So I think that's part of the reason, in my opinion, that's why y'all lost in that Super Bowl.
Look, there's blame to go all the way around and back some more. So definitely, I mean, man, to think about it, 5 NFC championships. How many AFC championship has Andy Reid played in since he's been with the Chiefs? 4?
Oh, it's 5 in a row.
5 in a row, man. Like 5 in a row, and he broke to what, twice?
It's his
But
third
this is
Super
the
Bowl.
third time.
Yeah, this will be the third time.
Yeah.
So I mean, and like but he'll never go away from his tendencies. It's throw, throw, throw. I mean, like I don't understand. But we definitely gonna get into the offensive line, the running game, on all that good stuff. So, but all right, outside looking in, all right, I need y'all to tell me, like, it doesn't matter who, like, how surprised are y'all that the Philadelphia Eagles is where they're at, and then I would, just reverse it and go with how surprised I am that the Chiefs is where they're at right now.
I'm not surprised whatsoever because y'all, you guys did a hell of a job this offseason in getting pieces around Jalen Hurts in order for y'all to be successful. Like you guys already had the offensive line, y'all beefed up y'all defensive line, y'all added depth, and y'all added the equalizer for y'all and AJ Brown. Because I've said for the longest, AJ Brown's been a top 5 wide receiver. It's just that he was playing in a run heavy offense in Tennessee, and he was still putting up numbers in Tennessee. Despite that team being a run heavy offense, so I already knew like when he came to Philly, he was gonna break out even more because him and Jalen they already tight, they already friends and everything. So I'm not surprised at all. And like Jalen's been proving the critics wrong. Like people was writing him off last year after he had a disappointing playoff game. He missed some opportunities against Tampa in that one. But I already knew. I said, look, y'all crazy. Y'all giving up on this cat. Just give him some pieces around him, and he's going to succeed. And you're seeing the results. He's putting the work in the offseason. He got in the lab. He's been a better passer and everything. So I'm not surprised that y'all here.
Okay.
Man, no, he kind of like nailed on everything. I would say that like I'm a little surprised to see that Jalen took quite the leap that he did from last season to this season. But like respect to Jalen, that guy, he's doing big things over there. And then of course, like Harry Roseman over there, the way he was able to build that team, like Hassan Reddick, I so badly wanted Hassan Reddick for the Chiefs in the offseason, and I wanted Bradbury, and neither one of them came to us. And obviously you see what they're doing over there. So like not surprised to see those guys making noise. You guys got a good squad. So you got a good team around. You got great coaches, and you got a great general manager that knows how to work the cap. Because you guys got, what, 2 first rounds this year?
Top 10.
Yeah. So, I mean, the fact that you guys are where you're at and you've got 2 more first-round draft picks coming up, like, speaks volumes of your general manager.
Yeah, man. Just go ahead and let us win this thing, and we can run it back next year, bro.
Now I think we just gonna take this one and then come back next year and do whatever y'all want. You know what I mean? But look, as far as the Chiefs go, man, look, I'm not gonna lie. When the AFC West, when Russell Wilson went to Denver, when the beautiful powder blue, Los Angeles Chargers, got Khalil Mack and all these, shiny toys. I was like, man, the Chiefs are not making no moves at all. Oh, they did make a move. They got rid of Tyreek Hill. I'm like, God, what is going on over there? I'm like, how you get rid of this guy, Cheetah, man? Like, there's no wide receiver that could ever replace, a guy like Tyreek Hill. So when I said I'm not surprised, but I'm kind of like, damn, it speaks volume of Patrick Mahomes. All right. Because I don't think any other quarterback behind those weapons, with Juju TikTok. I call him Juju TikTok. You know what I mean? All his TikTok thing he used to do last year. So Juju TikTok, MVS, Watson. These are guys. Like, these are guys that's not no number one on nobody team. Honest truth. But Patrick Mahomes, man, like that speaks volume of how good he is. Now that's what you calling, making people around you better, and that speaks volume of him as a quarterback, as a leader, as a baller. Regardless, as long as you have Patrick Mahomes, you are in every game. You know what I mean? His sidearm, and you know what I mean. Hey, he's running out of bounds. Also, he flicked it. I'm like, what the heck? You know what I mean? So he's very, very good, man. And I think that he deserved the MVP. It was between him and Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts got hurt. So we'll never know how close it would have been towards the end. but he does deserve the MVP. And I got a lot of respect for Patrick Mahomes. You know, I'm giving him kudos now, but I'm telling you right now, I'm about to take him down a little bit. You know, but right now, I gotta lift him up. I gotta build him up, and I price him down a little bit. But yeah.
Hey, we actually pivoted while other teams in our division went more vet, more spending money in free agency. We actually focused on our youth movement, and now 2 years ahead of schedule in terms of building a long. We looked at the big picture. A lot of teams was just looking at the small frame of we're not paying our quarterback yet, or you know what I'm saying? Like this is our chance. They lost Tyreek. This is our chance, but we focus on the long-term picture. We got 10 rookies that's contributing on our team that showed up no matter what Sporting Voice feels, but they showed up in the AFC Championship game, and we gonna need them again Sunday. But we went youth, and everybody spent money. We pivoted, went the other direction. Now we got youth. Now we got money, and we still got a lot of picks coming up. So we're gonna be here a long time.
Sporting Voice tears are so delicious right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to wonder, man. Like, I mean, I should drop a hotline, man. You know, 1-800-HELP Sporting Voice, man. Hey, are you okay, man? I mean,
No,
hey, you sound a little soft over there, man. The game is sponsored by Disney. We all know the big dogs were cheated, Mickey Mouse Super Bowl. Look, it is what it is, man. But I don't believe it's a fluke that the two best team with the two best records are meeting in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, it's just simple as that. 14-3, 14-3. And not only that, I mean, these teams, man, you're talking about identical, like hold on, let me put this down real quick. Where's that thing at? Oh yeah, the comments. So
you can take Sporting Voice comment down. Yeah,
yeah, like this is as even as you can get. Like I mean, you can't even lie. Like numbers don't lie. This is as an even matchup as you ever going to get in the NFL. Like, hey, shout out to Phil Yates, man. The Chiefs this year and the Eagles this year. Look at this. This is like a mirror image of each other. So these two teams deserve to be at the Super Bowl. Like they've been playing the best all year long. So I mean, and I was shocked to see that. And and it turned out that the two best teams are where they are right now in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so both teams stuck to the script, right?
Huh?
Both teams stuck to the script, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hey, boy, that script, man, that script, it was 3-4 loop these days. But according to the script, I don't know. Pieces, are scared to win. But the Madden simulation got Eagles blowing the backs out the Chiefs.
Well, we know Madden ain't been a good product for a minute, right, Chuck?
Exactly.
All right, so now let's talk about the Chiefs offensive line, right? The Chiefs offensive line now versus the Eagles defensive line. So what is your strength on that Chiefs offensive line that's about to be tested against the number one, defensive line? 78 sacks right now, both regular season and postseason. We are 5 away from breaking the NFL record. We're 4 away from tying it. And four guys got 60 sacks combined. You know what I mean? 4 guys. So what is the Chiefs' strength and weakness about to go against this Philadelphia Eagles defensive line?
Yeah, first off, I want to say this. Best of luck trying to break that record because I don't think that's happening. Second of all,
hold up. Hey, the Bengals got 3. The Bengals got 3 on y'all. If the Bengals can get 3, hey, we can get 6.
That's them though. Last week.
That's
what?
Them though.
That's them.
Yeah, that's them. Though.
Wait. Did I just tell you that we had like 70-something sacks? Look at this franchise record. Bengals. Look at these guys. Do they look like the damn Bengals defensive line?
Uh-oh.
No.
Do they look like
it? I hear you though,
All
but I'm gonna say this: we got the best interior offensive line in the NFL. We got Tooney, Creed, and Trey Smith holding it down in the interior. The tackles is our weakness. I know Orlando Brown, he has issues against speed rushers. Andrew Wiley, he's a different story. Depends on who lines up over there. I know I expect y'all to move Hassan Reddick over to that side like y'all did last week to try to create havoc, but we've gone up against a guy in Nick Bosa who y'all went up against a couple weeks ago, and we found a way to negate the pass rush when we played them. So I think we're gonna have something for Hassan Reddick too. So that's how I feel about it.
Go ahead. Who's next? Who's next before I get before I go?
I definitely think the strength is the interior with Tony, with Creed, with Trey. I think they better pass blocking than they are run blocking. But I think going against you guys, which is the complete opposite, I think we'll be able to run the ball a little bit better in the interior. I like what they said. Orlando Brown, definitely, he has problems with those speed rushers. Wiley is definitely the weakest link going against Reddick. I expect us to have McKinnon back there helping him a lot. Kelsey faking him out a little bit, a lot of screens trying to throw him off. We don't want that pass rush to get comfortable at all. Like you said, we know they can get to the quarterback, so we got to get them uncomfortable.
I will say this for Orlando Brown though, he can run block, so
Yes.
when we run the ball, we can try to get on the edges too. So
Mhm. Yeah, no, I mean, Boogie, you kind of said it though. Wiley's definitely our weakest link. I think if we can get someone to double over there and help him, it's really going to come down to Orlando Brown Jr. Like he has got to have his best game this weekend. Like if he's ever like he started off slow, I will say that next to Tooney, he does a lot better. He's supported a little bit more. So I think this game will come down to Orlando Brown. If Orlando Brown's not is able to do his job, and then we're doubling on the other side and got giving some help to Wiley, like I think this game, I think we're gonna bust it wide open. Plus, you got a mobile pad. You got a mobile pad. You say, I know he's got an ankle injury. I totally get. Hey, listen, I totally get it. But that was you saw him in the Bengals game, and that was a week removed from an ankle injury. He's now 3 weeks removed. I don't think it's going to be as big of an issue as people are pointing it out to be. I think he's going to be a lot more mobile, and he's certainly going to move around back there compared to other quarterbacks that you guys have faced.
Look, who's your right tackle?
Andrew Wiley.
Andrew Riley. Look, I'm telling you right now, hey, y'all talking about doubling this, doubling that, doubling this. The Philadelphia Eagles are the only team in NFL history with 4 guys with double and not just, barely squeaking. These guys are 11, 13, 12 sacks on the line. So y'all talking about doubling somebody? There's no way y'all could double anybody. That's the thing. You can't double nobody. Y'all going to have to leave either Kelsey to help Chip or y'all running back. Somebody is going to get free. And the whole that y'all are number one when it comes to pass blocking, right? Is that because Patrick Mahomes is escaping the pocket and he's not getting sacked, or is he actually standing back there and they can't get to him? Because when I watch the Chiefs, I hardly see him in the pocket. He's out the pocket at least like 75% of the time. So what is it? Is it is it because he's running around, he get rid of the ball without getting sacked, or is he sitting in the pocket that makes y'all offensive line, this number one pass blocking the offensive line?
I say honestly, it's a little bit of both, and he gets rid of the ball quickly, or he's going to need to, especially with the injury. I think it's going to speed up his clock a little bit. Not taking them deep, long drops against this team. And then, escapability and creating outside of the pocket. He's the most creative quarterback in the league. You know what I'm saying? No looks behind the backs, all that type of stuff. So he gonna have to dig deep in his bag. We not spiking y'all at all. You know what I'm saying? Because Reddick is a beast that I was banging the drum for in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got some guys on the back end too. We're not gonna get too much off topic, but I think the game is gonna be won in the trenches. So it's gonna be our O line against y'all D line, and y'all got a good roster. So y'all deep, and y'all gonna keep bringing in fresh guys. It's just on the O line. They got to step up. They got to bring it.
Yeah, and the scary thing is like our rotation is scary. Hey, Brendan Graham, he's not a starter. This dude is a rotational piece with 11, 12 sacks, you know what I mean, including the playoffs. So, but a guy y'all have to look out for because last week, Hassan Reddick, he went off, right? But he was going against Bosa, right? The guy that's supposed to be defense player of the year, and he did not even get consideration for to be defense player of the year. But guess who else? Guess who else on that Eagle defensive line that didn't make the Pro Bowl or All Pro, but he did win the fan votes to be in the Pro Bowl. He beat all the tackles, the number one voted in by the fans. Javon Hargrave played the same position as your guy Chris Jones. And to me, those are the top two defensive tackle in the league. And he didn't even get no All Pro or a Pro Bowl. Now, Hassan ran against Bosa last week, and trust me, it was like 2 sacks, like a forced fumble, a fumble recovery. This dude went off. But I think in the interior, Hargrave is going to say, you know what? That guy over there, I think I'm better than him. I think he might be the difference maker, especially when it comes to stopping the run. You know what I mean? So y'all very good when it comes to the run. I think y'all averaging like 115, on the ground, but the Eagles are averaging 142, on the ground. So we definitely going to go on the defensive line. But I think Javon Hargrave and Fletcher Cox, Milton Williams, Jordan Davis, those are those are the middle right there. And I think that they're going to play a big role. But definitely Hargrave, yeah, he's pissed. He's really, really mad. And this is it. Last game of the season, some reporter asked my coach, is this a must win? Who the hell that reporter needs to get fired? Like, what kind of question is that? Is this a must-win game, Nick? What the hell you think? This is the last game of the season. So it's a must-win game. All the players are going to go all out, including the injured, the one-legged. It doesn't matter. This is the last game of the season. It's do or die. So, but yeah, your offensive line, is the number one pass blocking, but our defensive line is the number one. So it's like force meet force. Who's going to have the better game that night? Who's going to game plan better? You know what I mean? So y'all know that that the Eagles are very aggressive. Are y'all going to do some screens? See, like Andy Reid. I'm thinking that's Andy Reid. You know what I mean? A way to beat an aggressive defense is to lure them in and do them little screens. And the Chiefs, Kelsey, Pacheco, and all these guys. You definitely gotta watch out for the screens, But anything else before we shift to another topic?
You just pointed it out right there.
Yeah.
You already know.
I know.
I will say, I think there's someone else you're forgetting when you mention that, and that's McKinnon. McKinnon in space in the screen game, like
19,
I think he's gonna.
He got right. 19.
Oh yeah, in like 8 games, like he's gonna be a difference maker in that game for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's go right here, man. The Chief defensive line, man. Versus the Eagles offensive line. Of course, some people say that the Eagles are the number one offensive line in football. Besides Chris Jones, like we have basically 5 Pro Bowls, right, on the offensive line. We have 3 Pro Bowls and 2 alternates. So all 5 of them are Pro Bowls. So besides Chris Jones, who can affect, the on your defensive line, get through this offensive line, kind of help them out a little bit?
I think that whole argument you just had,
Yeah.
I think you can apply it to every member of our defensive line. They feel the same way that you think that Hargrove feels. You know what I'm saying? Because they being overlooked. Nobody's talking about Carlos Dunlap, who's never been in the playoffs and making a Super Bowl run. Nobody's talking about Frank Clark, who is tied for 3rd most sacks all time in the playoffs. Nobody's talking about George Karlaftis, a rookie that came out and had like what 6 straight stacks in 6 straight games. Nobody's talking about those guys. Nobody knows who Mike Dana is. So I think we feel a little unappreciated by they, nobody's talking about our defense. Chris Jones said this the other night. Nobody's talking about our defense. So I think they feel a little slighted. I think they feel a little underappreciated. And what better test than the #1 offensive line in the league? Like you said, y'all got 5 Pro Bowlers. So what bigger test, than on the grandest stage of them all, like WrestleMania or something, So it's gonna be a war all night.
Yeah, definitely. I'll say this, like Country mentioned, we got a good group of rotational guys too. They may not be like, guys that got double-digit sacks throughout the course of the year, but as Country mentioned, there's playoff Frank. Playoff Frank is a thing. Like he mentioned, third all-time in NFL history in the playoffs and sacks. Karlaftis, he done got better since the bye week. He's improved as a rookie. Let's see, you got Mike Dana. Don't forget about Mike Dana. I think he's gonna be a key part of this game as a rotational piece, especially on third downs. I think he can get to Jalen Hurts. Personally, in my opinion, he can get on one good time, get a stop. Carlos Dunlap, like you mentioned, before the streak snapped this year, he was getting over 6 sacks a year. He was consistent, but Dunlap was still making an impact in other ways, deflecting the passes and just creating opportunities for other guys on the defensive line. I will say this, like the key to this game is our interior definitely got to come to play. That's one area that I have a little bit of concern about because, Jason Kelsey, he's, him and Creed Humphrey, they 1 and 2 as far as centers in the league. And, besides Chris Jones, somebody else going to have to step on the interior, whether it's Colin Saunders, whether it's Derek Nani against the run, whether it's Brandon Williams coming as a rotational piece. But I'm pretty confident in the guys that we can come up with something in the trenches and make key stops. So.
All right, see, I got a love-hate relationship with the Sporting Voice, man. I love this right here. Thank you, man. Thank you, the Sporting Voice. We finally have a voice. Chris Jones is not in a 4th-round rookie this week. He's going against the top-notch, offensive line football that, Bosa, Bosa had no tackles, no sack, no nothing. We got rid of him. Dexter Lawrence, who nowhere to be found. I mean, look. I understand. Michael Parsons, who not 1 sack against the Eagles. So we had a lot of opportunities here to go against top-notch edge rushers and top-notch defensive line. And because of this offensive line, they can't get through. They cannot get through. So I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see this matchup, man, because I think, Hurts is going to feast on y'all defensive line.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead, Blake. Welcome.
I feel like everybody has been worried about Mahomes' ankle this whole 2 weeks, 3 weeks, right? Just period. Everybody's been talking about Mahomes' ankle. Are you not worried about Hurts' shoulder? Because I feel like he's more hurt than Mahomes.
No. I wonder. And the thing is, it's not even about his shoulder, right? You saw him play against the Giants. You saw him do a 4th and 1, a quarterback sneak back to back to back. The whole thing with Jalen Hurts is this. Just him being out there, it messes up y'all linebackers. Because they have to account for him. Is he going to hand it off or not? Even if he is 50%, just him being out there and faking the handoff, and that's what got Warner and Kinlaw, right? No, and Greenlaw for the 49ers. They couldn't dissect is Hurts gonna keep the ball or not, regardless of his shoulder, because people is worrying about his shoulders when it comes to throwing. This dude had 100 and something, passing yards this past game, and we blew out the 49ers because these linebackers could not. They couldn't figure, is he going to keep it or hand it off? So his shoulder to me is fine, especially with 2 weeks extra, to heal. Against the Giants, yes, he overthrew A.J. Brown. Against the 49ers, he overthrew one and underthrew one. But I'm not worried about her shoulder at all. You know what I mean? So, but the whole ankle thing, because I feel like that Patrick Mahomes, he really, because he's like he constantly just running around keeping the play alive. That him either trying to juke one way, it might aggravate it, but we'll see. Go ahead.
I see Julian talking about the discipline for the Eagles defensive line, but I think it's more important for the Chiefs defensive line to be disciplined and keep Jalen Hurts in that pocket.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's why I think Frank Clark going against y'all left tackle, y'all a unique team. Usually teams have a good left tackle. Y'all have a great right tackle. I think Frank Clark.
Our left tackle's a Pro Bowl.
You think you better than Johnson? I think Lane Johnson is probably like a Hall of Fame type.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no. Our left tackle is Jordan Mattia, man. Yo, he's been like this past week, he shut down whoever was on the other side. You know what I mean? Because people say he was the weak link. He showed up. So, look, all across the board, I think it's not your defensive line that need to be disciplined, because the job of the defensive line is to do what? It's to go get the quarterback. It's your linebackers. Is your linebackers is going to try to, come in the gaps, or just wait and see who Jalen Hurts is going to hand the ball off to, or is he going to keep it? And that's what Hurts' team is. Never the defensive line, is the linebackers that can't figure it out. So I don't know y'all game plan to spy on Jalen Hurts or what, but it's going to be a chess match.
Yeah, like we gone against we run an RPO too. I mean, it's a little different from y'all's. Y'all RPO offense kind of remind me of the Florida Gators offense when Tebow was there. It's kind of like that. It's a little different, but I think our linebackers are pretty familiar, with quarterbacks that run that RPO and stuff. But I will say this: Nick Bolton is going to have to be a key in this one. He's definitely going to have to be on point as far as reading the quarterback, whether he hands it off or whether he's throwing it. So you make a good point there.
Yeah, let me correct Julian real quick. The Eagles have given up more sacks than the Bengals. No, Jalen Hurts have taken more sacks. It's not, our offensive line is giving it up. It's him that don't want to throw it in harm's way. You know what I mean? Like he don't especially last year, he learned not to throw interceptions. That's the only reason why, because, like a couple of times I'm watching the game. I'm like, come on, he has so much time and he's trying to get the big play. I'm like, come on, man, get rid of it. But he will not get rid of it, compared to Patrick Mahomes. He'll just throw it, and hopefully, and that's the thing. I really think Patrick Mahomes, he's going to give you opportunity, but you just got to be ready to cash in. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to come, because he's always trying to keep the ball alive. And sometimes you're like, why would you do that, Mahomes? Why not just get the sack or just throw it away? So, yes, the DBs is going to have to be disciplined. I feel like if the Philadelphia Eagles DBs, can be a discipline, do not get caught looking in the backfield and your guy is all the way back there, because the play is never dead until the ball is out of his hands. You know what I mean? So, yeah, definitely. But man, I'm supposed to be at the defensive line. Yeah. So, all right. So let's go to what we're already talk about this right here. Boom. All right. Let's go with the wide receivers, right? The Eagle wide receiver, because versus the Chiefs DBs. And look, I didn't even know that y'all was starting 2 rookie DBs. Are y'all?
3
rookie DBs. All right. So did y'all know that the Chiefs have allowed the second most TDs to wide receivers? Second most TDs to wide receivers. And we don't have not one 1,000 yard, but we got 2 1,000 yard wide receivers, and Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. And a Dallas Goddard, that still lead the league in yak, and he missed 5 games. But with those 2, how do y'all see this matchup going? Like, I mean, who y'all doubling, if y'all even doubling anybody at all? I mean, please, because I'm dying to hear y'all game plan to stop AJ Brown 1-on-1 and Devontae Smith, arguably 2 number ones. He could be a number 1 on anybody's team. What is y'all game plan for that?
Well, I'll say this: like AJ Brown, he's definitely a concern. Him and Dallas Goedert really for this matchup. AJ Brown, I know. Last week we doubled the outside receivers with Chase and Higgins, but I think it kind of helped because Tyler Boyd was at the game too. You know,
Yeah.
I know y'all third guy, Quez Watkins. I mean, he's
Speedster.
cool. Yeah, he's a speedster. He cool. He have his game like here and there, but I think we can maybe do something like that. But at the same time, you know, then you're gonna be giving up the middle of the field with Dallas Goddard and all that. So we got to mix it up a little bit. Like AJ Brown, I know he's torched us in the past. You know, when he was in Tennessee, I remember specifically when we played Tennessee in the regular season game a few years ago. They blasted us at home, and he had like over 100 yards in the first half. So he definitely got to look for. I know one thing. I think we're gonna put Jalen Watson on him because we got to put a bigger corner on AJ Brown just because of his size. And then like as far as Devontae Smith goes, that's where Trent McDuffie will have that assignment. You know, mixture of Trent, mixture of Legarius. You know, so I think it's gonna go that way personally.
Our safeties got to step up too. Our safeties are going to have a good game. I'm
Hmm.
looking at you, Jordan, Justin Reed. I think he's going to have to take Dallas on.
Yeah.
Huh?
Did he
Snake,
freeze?
snake,
Oh dang,
snake.
Oh,
dang, they got him.
bro.
Who,
Now,
me?
now
Did
he
I
good,
go out?
right?
You're good.
Am I good?
You back?
Okay.
Yeah,
You
you're
back?
good.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I definitely, like I was saying, I think our safeties are going to have to step up and help out them rookie corners. I think them corners have been battle tested. We just went up against the mighty Bengals, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So we've
Hmm.
been tested throughout this year, throughout these playoffs. They got through in the fire early, and the rookie season is over. They're now vets, so we can't have a rookie excuse. They're gonna have to step it up and shut them down. I think people see rookies and they kind of sleep over or gloss over what we're doing, but Trent McDuffie is real. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
L'Jarius Sneed is balling out of control right now, and he's healthy. He's going to be there. And Jalen Watson is, I mean, he's at an interception in every playoff game so far. So we need to keep that streak going, and we're not gonna come to play. Y'all got some good wide receivers, and we definitely gonna be tested. I'm worried about the tight end a little bit, but like I said, Justin Reed gonna have to step it up. Our safeties and our corners, all the DBs is on y'all,
Yeah. Hey,
especially if that D line isn't getting home, like you said.
look, yeah, and hey, it's funny how y'all mentioned the Bengals, man. The Bengals, like their offensive line, yo, I wanted to play the Bengals, right? Like the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, drop back, boom, drop back, boom. I'm like, God, man, yo, my like barbecue chicken. Let's get 20 sacks. Yo, we about to get like 20 sacks. I'm like, man, I want to play the Bengals. Their offensive line was trash. Them dude had 4 sacks, the first 4 dropbacks. This thing, that's why he didn't have time to, to find Chase and Higgins and his playmakers because he was on his back. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, every time he dropped back, he's running for his life. But yes, I do agree. Y'all gonna have to double team somebody, but I haven't seen it work yet this year against the Philadelphia Eagles because Dallas Goddard. If you choose to double AJ Brown with Devontae Smith, man, this dude have made some acrobatic catches. Like I call him, toe tap king. Like, yo, he is on the sideline toe tapping like a mug. Like, you know what I mean? If y'all watch the game last week when he had the one-handed, thing, even though it wasn't a catch, but that dude went up like this. He brought it in and he was like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. But those are the type of catches that he can make. He's a number one. And going against some rookies, man, look, he went against some top corners and he ate their lunch. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know who y'all going double, but I'm pretty sure the only way to stop those guys is if you get Jalen Hurts on his back. Because Jalen Hurts could also throw on the run. He had made some marvelous, throws on the run also. But it's definitely going to be a chess match. So let me see. Mike Denton had 2 sacks versus the Eagles last season. Who?
I just mentioned
Hey,
him. I
hey,
just mentioned him.
throw last season away, please. Week week 2? What? No, it was what, week 4, whatever.
week 4, week
Yeah, it was
5,
early in
something
the
like that.
season. It was
Throw
definitely early
that
in the
away.
season.
Because we had some old ass defensive players, like none of them are on the team no more. So hey, this is a whole new defensive team and a whole new offensive line. But yes, and I'm glad we went against y'all last year because the only reason why we lost last year was who? Tyreek Hill. That dude had
That's true.
that dude had what 3-4 touchdowns by himself, and we had
Yeah,
a
he was going
linebacker.
crazy.
Hey, after that game, that linebacker was packing his bag at the airport. Like he was gone. You know what I mean? Like he embarrassed us. So I feel more comfortable like going against the Chiefs this year than I did last year because of the playmakers we have. The Chauncey Gardner, man, this dude, he's still tied with 6 interceptions in the NFL, and this dude missed 5 games. Like and now he's back playing safety because Avonte Maddox, our nickel corner, he's back. So you got Bradbury, Slay. Matter of fact, let's transition your wide receivers versus RDBs. I do want to hear the matchup. Who would y'all put on Slay and Bradbury? And all right, so let me just say this. I'm doubling Kelsey. I don't care what anybody said. I'm doubling Kelsey. Hey, somebody's underneath and somebody's over the top. So we are taking Kelsey out. I want to make anybody else beat us besides Travis Kelsey. So who would y'all put on who?
You haven't said that in a minute, Carly. Why don't you get this one?
No, I mean, personally, I think we've got Juju back. He's a great guy in the slot. I can see him having a game. And then I know when you saw MVS finally making those connections with Mahomes, he's got the speed to beat you down the field. I think he's going to have another good game now that they're finally in sync. And then don't forget, I mean, Justin Watson was out last game. We've got Tony who was out last game, and Tony can juke as long as he can stay healthy. And then we've got Sky Moore, and I know Boogie, you and I don't like to get too far into Sky Moore, but we definitely got a lot of pieces, and if they're all going to be back healthy outside of Hardman, Justin Watson can stretch the field and so can MVS. I think you're going to have your hands a little fuller than you think. It's not just Kelsey. We kind of have an offense where it's like you don't really know where it's coming from.
And I think that's more Andy Reid being game plan specific and getting guys open. Like, that's coaching. Like she said, MVS, all year we've been complaining about MVS. In the playoffs, he done had a touchdown every game. Sky Moore had to play plays last week. We didn't expect him to play. Tony, if we could just get him healthy, we done seen flashes. We can get him healthy. We know with the ball in his hands, he's probably the most explosive receiver we had since Tyreek. So we got so many different options. She said Juju in the slot. He barely played last week. We got so many options that, of course, you go into the game saying I'm a double team Kelsey. That's what everybody says, but somehow he still gets open, right?
Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, Kelsey had 12 touchdowns, and the next guy after Kelsey is your running back in McKinnon with 9. And then you got Ford, McCall Hardman, he's out, and then you got like 2, 3. I mean, so yes, if you stop Kelsey, I'd rather lose. We're going. If Tony or MVS or somebody else beat me than Kelsey, because the obvious choice is Kelsey every time. Even last week, Mahomes is like running for his life. He looks for Kelsey. I mean, it's so predictable that he's going to Kelsey, and that's the problem. I feel like if the Philadelphia Eagles could stay disciplined in the back, because they do have the players, the DBs, to go one-on-one with anybody. Like, we have a guy called, Bradbury, right? And to me, he has played better than Big Play Slay this year. Like, straight up. Let me take this up real quick.
Hey, and the Chiefs tried to get Bradbury too. We was linked to him for a while. We wanted him bad, bro.
Yeah, this dude is. Yeah, I know. Look, this dude is number 1 in forced incompletions, man. Like, you know what I mean? And he's considered our second best, DB. So I feel comfortable saying, hey, Juju locked up in the slot. Maddox got that on lock. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody scared of TikTok Juju, okay? I don't care what anybody said. I'm not scared of TikTok Juju. All right, MVS, though, the speed, hopefully our safeties don't get caught looking in the back. So I'm comfortable with our safeties back there. I mean, we hardly got burnt all year long. The Eagles are the #1 pass defense, letting teams throw for an average of 174 yards for a reason. Because our front four is getting to the quarterback, and a lot of it is cover sack because they are locked up in the secondary. But go ahead, Butch.
Is that the only reason, or are we going to act like y'all didn't play against that many good quarterbacks this whole year?
I mean, look.
Oh, it's nitty-gritty time right now.
No, look. I mean, we play Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Rodgers, who else? Dak.
I'm still waiting for a good quarterback.
Right. None of those quarterbacks on the level of Mahomes. None of them quarterbacks. They're not even close.
Look, all right, look. I don't control who's the quarterback that we go against, all right? I don't control that. But one thing I do know for a fact that so far this year, yes, just like y'all haven't faced a defensive front like the Philadelphia Eagles this year, we haven't faced a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes this year. And that's what's making it interesting. How good are these teams, when they are about to face the toughest competition on the biggest stage? We are about to see. I mean, have y'all faced a tougher defense this year than y'all about to face on Sunday?
I won't say overall, but Bengals game plan specific have been one of the toughest teams for us. We hadn't scored more than a touchdown in the second half on them.
Right.
So,
until we played them in the regular season.
There.
And then on top of that, we played the Bills earlier this year, and that's when they had Von Miller. When they had Von Miller, they was pretty strong up front. But we know what happened after that when Von Miller got hurt. And then we also went up against the Titans too with Jeffrey Simmons.
And
that was a tough physical battle
too.
Yep, Shaq Barrett.
We went against the Bucks when they were still the Bucks.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not
so
JC,
I was
the Bucks.
JC, I was gonna ask now.
The Bucks.
When they was healthy.
The Bucks haven't been good
all defense when we faced them. They were the #1 defense when we faced them.
Exactly.
What was that, week 1?
Week 4. Hey, but JC, now you said that last time Tyreek ran wild over y'all.
Yes, he did.
It's no Tyreek. Tyreek's not coming through that door. No. We tried to sneak him back, but they wouldn't let us. Are y'all prepared for a more balanced attack? Because this is not the same. It's not just one guy. It's not two guys. Mm-hmm. It's a full balanced array of weapons. Go, y'all, go. I'm sorry, man. I apologize. I apologize.
You good, man?
I apologize. Basically what I'm saying is, are you ready for a full balanced attack that we bring it to the table? Y'all didn't see this Mahomes last year. Or this array of weapons.
Well, you know what? That's true. I think Mahomes this year is better than last year because he doesn't have Tyreek. Now he has to realize on these other guys. But yes, I think that the Philadelphia Eagles are more equipped this year, to go against a team like the Chiefs, where there's not one guy. Well, besides Kelsey, there's no one guy that you got to key in on, right? Because of our, with the guys we have, like our whole team could basically be in a Pro Bowl, like for Christ's sake. Yeah, I mean, our linebacker, like he wasn't even in the Pro Bowl, but he was one of the top linebackers in TJ Edwards. Chauncey Gardner, he didn't make the Pro Bowl because he missed 5 games. Like all across the board, from Hargrave to, I feel like that because of the complete defense we have, I think it's going to be a dogfight. I'm going to tell you this. Whoever scores first, that offense is going to be pressing to score. Like, I mean, it's just like, we have to do something because if we give them the ball again, like we can't afford to go down by double digits. And the Philadelphia Eagles have been very, very good all season long with jumping on teams, especially in the second quarter. If y'all could, get through the second quarter and it's like a 3-point game, maybe a 10-point game, going into the half, it's going to be a dogfight. But
When
if
the
y'all
last time y'all been in the dogfight though?
Well, against the Colts, yeah, we definitely was in dogfight against the Colts, and Jalen Hurts had to bring us back down by 10 with like literally 6 minutes left. Two drives back and forth, TD drive against the Texans. You know, and y'all know Texans. You know what I mean? It's like the same team we struggled with.
I was just gonna say.
Like
Yeah,
those
basically.
tough nose run. Those running teams, right? Like the Eagles' 3 losses have come with teams that have rushed for over 30 something times. Like they control the clock. It's not teams that's throwing. It's teams that could ground and pound and control the clock. The Washington Commanders ran 41 times. Like they rushed the ball 41 times. The Cowboys over 30 times, and then the Saints over 30 something times. So if y'all are not keeping the Eagles offense off the field and just think that Mahomes is going to throw y'all to victory, it's not going to happen. I mean, like both teams have to be well balanced enough so they won't be so predictable because these defense, they are very, very aggressive. The Eagles are, like they are +3 in turnover differential, but y'all -3 because of Patrick Mahomes because he throws interceptions. But the Eagles do not turn the ball over because they control the ball. Jalen Hurts. That's why these sacks are happening.
You
I
know
don't
how we
believe
beat?
we have to
I
be
agree with you
balanced
on
to
that.
beat y'all.
Huh?
I don't believe we have to be a balanced team to beat y'all because I've seen
What?
too many times. I don't. I've seen too many times Andy Reid not run the ball when we needed him to run the ball, and we still have won those type of games. Do we want him to run the ball more? Yes. Should he run the ball more against the Eagles? Yes. But if we really got out here and Pacheco had 15 carries, would y'all be surprised?
Yeah, I mean, 15 carries for Pacheco and maybe 7 or 8 for McKinnon, maybe somewhere in that range. You know,
Hey, I
I
know
think
we
that's
supposed to
decent.
throw. I know we supposed to throw last. I'm sorry, Chuck. I know we supposed to throw last year's game out, but last year we ran 32 times for over 150 yards against you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep. I remember Clyde and Darrell
And
Williams. They both had good
yeah,
games.
yeah. And Jalen Hurts threw over 347 yards and should have had 5 touchdowns. 2 of them got called back. So you know what I mean? Yeah,
I mean,
Y'all was
I'm
playing
just,
from
I'm just
behind
saying
though.
though.
Y'all was
Hey,
playing
if
from
I'm
you
just
step
behind
saying.
out of
though.
bounds,
Remember?
Monte Smith stepped out of bounds. He came back and no touchdown. It was back and forth last year until almost like the final 3 minutes of the game. So, but yeah.
I was just saying that it's not impossible for us to try to run a game. Like it's not like we haven't done it before.
Yeah,
That's what
but
I'm saying.
our players are
Exactly.
different. We actually have ballers. Hassan Reddick was not on the Eagles last year. Kaiser
True.
White was not on the Eagles last year. Bradbury was not on the Eagles last year. Chauncey Gardner was not. All these guys are Pro Bowls, by the
Right.
way. They were not on
Right.
the Eagles last year.
Right.
So, I mean, this
Yeah,
is a whole different team than
but
Yeah,
that
last
we
was
got new
Clyde
guys
and
too.
Damian Williams, though, sir. You know what I'm saying? So I can use that same. I think Pacheco
because
might
of
be better than both
Tyreek
of
Hill.
those, and
That's the
McKinney.
problem, right? We could not. We had to double Kelsey and Tyreek. So, of course, the lanes are going to be open. Now, there's no doubling anybody besides Kelsey. Like, we're not doubling no Juju or MVS, none of that. So now we could, hey, guess what? Guess what? We could bring our rookie, hard-hitting rookie Reed Blankenship down inside the box a little bit more to help out with the tackling because we do play 2 high safeties. So yes, I see you, Boogie, looking at me like we're gonna leave the middle open. We're not because Chauncey Gardner, he's hunting for that ball. So we're gonna be all right. Especially, hey, y'all forgot Sue is on the team. Linval
Yeah,
Joseph
man.
is on the Eagles. That's when the Eagles run defense kind of tighten up a little bit. Once we got Sue, once we got Joseph, and now we got fresh bodies, Cox, Milton Williams. Bro, hey, it's gonna be a
JC,
dog fight.
now hold on, JC. You said we didn't have them old guys, and then you just named 3 old guys.
No.
I'm
But
saying,
guys.
Sue is old. Come on
I
now,
mean,
Sue
Sue
what
is up
35?
there.
That's for
Sue
the
is up
run
there.
defense.
He's still effective though.
No, I'm talking about the run defense, right?
Okay.
The run defense up front, man. Since we got Linval Joseph and Sue, man, we've been one of the top, defense and stopping the run because of those guys. You know what I mean? Like on first and second down, those big bodies are in there. And guess who's not in there? Thatcher Cox, Hargrave, they're not in there. So now they come in fresh, you know what I mean, to go rush the quarterback on third downs. So that's why we have so many sacks. And that's why Graham is fresh and 11, 12 sacks. I mean, this dude is in his 13th year. He's coming off a, Achilles injury last year. And now this is his best season ever because he doesn't have to play every down. So I can't.
Great points. Great points. And but I want to touch on this real quick. You mentioned your defensive backs, right?
Yeah.
What I've seen on film from y'all so far is that y'all like to jump routes quite often. But I think we could take advantage of that. I mean, we are a team that's pretty good at that stop and go routes or go routes in general or in the little post corners. So I think y'all DBs are kind of vulnerable to that, and we can take advantage of that.
You know what? Yeah. I saw that against the Giants, Bradbury. I saw that against the 49ers. I do agree with that. I mean, it's just going to be up to them. Hey, and remember, I said it. If our secondary is disciplined, we could pick off Patrick Mahomes. He's going to give you an opportunity to get the ball because of his never die attitude. So I really feel like, this is going to be a game for the ages. I'm hoping, right? You know what I mean? Because these two teams are so evenly matched. But hey, let's talk about your red zone defense and offense real quick. Okay. Because hey, there's only 32 teams in the league, right? But y'all number 30. Hey, when it comes to red zone defense, so hey, it's open for business. Everybody and their mama can get it. Hey, you get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. We all get it. So, and the Eagles are number 3 when they get in the red zone, like almost unstoppable. So how y'all gonna fix that situation? Because the RPO become a big factor when we get in the red zone.
Yep, y'all are very good at the quarterback sneaks when y'all need it on like third and short or fourth and short. Y'all pretty good at that. So we definitely have to find a way to neutralize that. I know it's gonna be pretty difficult, but you guys' red zone offense is pretty good because, like I mentioned, you guys kind of run that variation of that Florida offense with Tebow, and you mentioned with the RPO game. I mean, it's kind of tough to stop, especially with a guy like Jalen Hurts who can take the punishment out there, who can get them tough yards, and then you guys got a array of running backs to use as well, and like you mentioned earlier, Dallas Goedert down there. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be tough. But I know last game we did a pretty solid job of forcing the Bengals to kick field goals. But here's the thing, like you guys do have a great red zone offense. It's just a matter of getting down there. You guys gotta get down there consistently. So that's gonna be the thing for y'all.
I agree with you, Chuck. I don't think our defense. I mean, y'all great on that goal line, man. I think that's gonna be trouble for us. Jalen Hurts running there, like you said, they got some good options there. I think that's gonna be a big problem. But on the other end, I think we'll be cool in the red zone this week. I mean, Mahomes is gonna be more. He gonna be able to move a little bit more out of that pocket. So I can see Kelsey. I can see us getting to that sideline, getting some touchdowns this week with Mahomes' mobility.
That's when that speed is going to come into play. That's when Tony McKinnon and double him if you like. But Travis Kelsey just seems to get open in that red zone, so that's when they come into play. So it's even though it looks bad on paper, but I think it's a little bit closer than people think it is.
And don't forget, we got the best tight end room in the league. You know what I mean? We got Noah Gray we can use. We can use Jody Fortson down there. We can use Blake Bell down there. Yeah.
Please don't say tight end room. You take Kelsey off of that. There ain't no tight end over there. Stop it.
Noah Gray's played his role well.
You take Kelsey off the team. Ain't no tight end left.
I think y'all should know Jody Fortson. Didn't he put up 2 touchdowns against y'all last year?
And that's why I'm glad we played the Chiefs last year because your offense haven't really changed when it comes to the red zone because y'all love to like make everybody come in and then a tight end screen right underneath. So that was a great thing that happened last year. We played the Chiefs already. Your playbook is not completely different. You know what I mean? So, but you definitely have to look out for McKinnon. I agree. You know, he does have 9 TDs and Kelsey got 12, you know. So definitely and Patrick Mahomes, hey, who knows? But yeah, but tight end room, I don't know, man. I think we got the best tight end. Room, not tight end. Hey man, hey, shout out to all y'all man that's watching, man. Look, if y'all on my channel, man, go check out these guys, man. Their link is in the description, man. You know, Kingdom Kast, man. Great group of guys and gals, you know what I mean? Great group of content creators, man. So definitely go check them out, man. And make sure y'all hit that like button for all of us, man. You know what I mean? We are putting in that work and help the content get pushed out there. So the least y'all could do is stop peeping up in here, hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's y'all, man. But
Let's go.
hey, we're gonna go to 3 keys to victory, man. And I want each one of y'all to give me, you know what I mean, 3 keys to victory, and then y'all score prediction, and then we're gonna wrap this up.
Start out, country.
Go ahead, Kylie.
Oh, go ahead, Kylie. Ladies first. Go ahead. My bad.
So you want me to give you 3 keys or just one? I'll give you 3. Okay.
It says 3.
Yeah. I got you. Don't worry. So I think first off, we have to win in the trenches. I know we already spoke about that earlier, but we're really going to have to contain. Like, I think we need to stack the box and really make sure that we keep the Eagles to running the ball. If we're going to force Jalen to throw into like tight little circles and get him to throw the ball downfield, force him to throw, and then really just let them run the ball or stop the run. So I think that's going to be the first thing. Secondly, we got to be able to eliminate those sacks. Like, we got our offensive line. I said it earlier, but this is going to be a game for Orlando Brown Jr. He has got to step up and have the game of his career, to be completely honest, and work for that bag he wants so badly, because he's going to have to be able to stop, to slow things down on the left side. And then I think the third key is going to be a mobile Patrick Mahomes. I know there's been a lot of stress around his ankle, but like, he is, again, 3 weeks removed from that injury. And I think him being able to move around out there, extend plays, let his guys downfield get open, I think that's going to be a huge key. I think the Chiefs are going to win. I'm going to go 31-27.
All right.
I'll take that. Boogie Dog, Boogie Man.
Well, like you said, with the trenches, that's going to be easy for all of us. Definitely want to win the trenches. We're going against the 85 Bears on defense, they defensive line. So, yeah, we definitely want to make sure we keep Pat upright. Just give him a little bit of time so he can extend those plays and make bigger plays, because I definitely think it's going to be some chances for that. Running the ball, hopefully Andy Reid sticks to running the ball. It's one thing to run the ball, but it's another thing for Andy to stick with it for 4 quarters. So hopefully we can stick with that. And then my third one is I want us to stay disciplined, like I was saying. I want Frank Clark. I want them to make sure that Jalen Hurts is in the pocket. I want him to not have that first read. You want him to going through his reads, going through his progressions. He likes to hold on that ball when he doesn't have that first read, right? So you want to get some pressure on him, make him uncomfortable, stay disciplined, keep him under 100 yards rushing. I got the Chiefs 31-21.
Okay.
So JC, man, it's been a thing for me that I really do not do score predictions.
Okay.
I do letters. I do W's and L's.
Okay.
I think we get a W. My 3 keys to victory, I'm gonna go with my unsung heroes: Frank Clark, Jared McKinnon, Noah Gray, Colin Saunders, like Joshua Williams, like the people that nobody's talking about, the people that nobody's interviewing. Those are the guys that's going to help us win this game. I think, like, we offense, defensive line, the trenches, like Boogie said, like we've been echoing all game, all show is definitely up there too, and that's going to be where the game is won. But the third key to victory is I just think Patrick Mahomes is special, and I think this is it has to be the icing on the cake to a spectacular and historical season. And Jalen Hurts is a great guy. I hate that did it have to be him, but I think we just need this W just a little bit more than y'all. And I don't think this is the last time we see y'all though, JC. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all building something special. Y'all got a lot of draft picks next year, good draft picks. Y'all got a young quarterback. Y'all still under that rookie. He's still under his rookie deal, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So y'all got a little money to play with. Y'all got little things to play with. Harry Roseman is a good GM. So let's get his let us get this one, bro. Let us get this one, and then we'll see you next year. It's an
Hey,
even playing field.
y'all in the same division as the Cowboys too, so y'all be back, man. Y'all good.
We all agree there. We all agree on that
Right.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. No,
Go ahead, Chuck. I'm done, bro.
Right. All right. So the three key victories for me, man. One key is we gotta be a lot better on third and short. We are the 30th ranked team on third and short. It's pretty ridiculous how we're not that good on third and short with the amount of success we've had this year. And against this defensive line, we definitely have to come up with some ways to combat that. And like if we get in that situation, like I hope and pray that Andy Reid remembers that Michael Burton's on his team because in this league now, the linebacker, I mean, not the linebacker, but the fullback is starting to become extinct. And I don't like that because you need a fullback lead blocking on third and one or third and inches, whatever, to get that extra yard, especially in the run game. So that's going to be one key. And also, like on third and short, we need to incorporate some jet sweeps too because, like Country mentioned, Kadarius Toney, he could be a factor that way. We got to mix in some jet sweeps. And if we have to, if the game is on the line, man, dog, Patrick Mahomes, we need to break that quarterback sneak crap, man. I'm sorry. We need to break that crap. I mean, it's been a couple years now. So this is the biggest game. But anyway, that's one key. Another key is this. We got Mike Dana. I'm gonna go unsung heroes. Like Country. I think the rotational pieces on the edge is going to have to be key in this one. I think Joshua mentioned this in the comments. Mike Dana had 2 sacks against the Eagles last year. I'm not saying he'll have 2 sacks again in this game, but Mike Dana as a rotational piece, if he got to come in for Frank, give him like a breather or so. I think he could come in there and be an impact, like on those key third downs, like on those third longs. He'll come in there and make something happen. So I'm agree with Country on the unsung hero part. The third key in this matchup is simply just not turning the ball over, man. Like we just got to take care of the rock, I think in this game, I think Patrick Mahomes could give y'all one, but I think that's it. I think we only get one. I think y'all only get one turnover in this game, and I think we win the turnover battle the rest of the way. Because I feel like in this matchup, as long as we're able to slow down y'all run game and make y'all play from behind, that's gonna help us out in our favor. Because the more Jalen Hurts has to throw the ball, the more vulnerable I think he is to turnovers later on in this game as the game goes on. So those are three keys for me. And as far as the score goes, I'm with Kylie on the score prediction. I think she's right on. 31-27. I think we have the ball last, and I think Patrick Mahomes breaks hearts in the city of Philly because y'all the city of brotherly love, but y'all also the city of heartbreak. So
Hey, one more key to victory. I'm sorry, JC. We got Sporting Voice rooting against us. That's another key to victory. We can't lose with a guy like that rooting against. You know what I'm saying? Like God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I had to add that in. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yo, that was funny, man. Chiefs key to victory, blocked in the back on punt returns, blatantly hold on important plays, and flop out of bounds. That's it.
He going
I
outside.
can't lose with a guy like that.
All right, man. Look, the 49ers were the number one defense. Yes, the Eagles only averaged 3.4 yards per carry, but that wasn't the key. The key is 3.4, 3.4, 3.4. That's a first down, if my math is right. So
yes,
even
right.
if you're averaging 3 yards, 3.4 yards a carry, is the time of possession. Can y'all get the Philadelphia Eagles off the field? So my first key to victory is control the clock. Run the ball. Even if it ain't work on first down, stay true to yourself. RPO, run the ball once in a while. You throw it to your wide receivers, your tight end. I could give a rat's ass, excuse my French, if
No,
Jalen Hurts the ball at all. All right. If the running game is working, stick to it. You know what I mean? This is a Super Bowl. I mean, this ain't no college football, a beautiful win and you move up in the polls. No, you win, you hoist that Lombardi trophy. So whatever is working, if they can't stop the run, three 3 yards there, 4 yards there, just keep going at it. Because after a while, you start like the running game is like a boxer, right? It's those gut punch. After a while, man, like the third quarter, the fourth quarter, you just start getting tired and then you out of breath, and that's when those big runs come in. So run the ball. Number two, our offensive line have to dominate your defensive line. All right, dominate either pass blocking, running the ball. It's going to be win and loss in the trenches. Just like y'all said, I think on both sides. All right, whoever could protect the quarterback, the better. Whoever could run the ball, whoever could control the clock will win this game. So offensive line. And number three for me, the secondary. You have to be disciplined. Patrick Mahomes, man, is no die attitude is like mind-boggling to me. Like, get him, get him, get him, get him. It's like, oh my God, thank you. He got rid of the ball. It's like the last second. Like, it pisses me off. Like, get him. I don't know. He doesn't look fast at all. He doesn't look fast, but for some odd reason, he's just an awkward, like I'm like Gumby, right? You just like, He's like one of those guys. I'm like, yo, this dude don't even look fast, and he could break your heart. So you have to stay disciplined. You know what I mean? Do not get caught looking in the backfield. So if I'm the defensive coordinator, if I'm Jonathan Gannon, if I'm Big Play Slay, I'm Bradbury, the whole freaking week I'm practicing. Hey, look, do not get caught looking in the backfield. Because like y'all said, MVS got speed. And look, hey, you get caught looking in the backfield, there goes a 40, 50-yard bomb over your head. You know what I mean? Bomb over Baghdad. So, but for y'all, though, if y'all will beat the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm about to give you y'all 3 keys. If y'all will beat the Philadelphia Eagles, Pacheco, CH. Those guys right there to me and McKinnon. Like those 3 guys are going to play a very important role because I don't think y'all going to get a lot of, chances, a lot of luck with your wide receivers. But I think y'all running backs coming out the backfield, the screens, and the return game. The return game too, the Philadelphia Eagles has been suspect to, returning the ball, tackling. I mean, we always trying to shoulder lean a tackle. How the hell you tackle with your shoulders? Your shoulders don't have no ends. It can't grab you. So, hey, that's what made freaking McCaffrey last week look like goddamn tackle rap because we're bad at it sometimes. Sometimes we want to go in with a big hit, and next thing you know, boom, there goes 5, 6 more extra yards. To keep the play alive. But those guys right there, the unsung heroes, man. The CEH. That's a big activation. I love CEH. I had him on my fantasy team a couple years ago, but damn Andy Reid, he don't run the damn ball. Like, Yo, I'm like, oh my God, yo, I got me a steal. He doesn't run the ball. I had to drop him. But Kelsey, you have to know what Kelsey at all times, man. You have to know what Kelsey at all times. And my last one, this is a big stat right here. In matter of fact, I cheated because I heard, it on the morning show, one of these experts said it. All right. So it says right here, since 2020, right? Pat Mahomes, right? When contacted more than 10 times, either sack or hit more than 10 times, he's 9-7, right? Because that's every quarterback, right? You start getting hit, you start being flinchy. You know what I mean? He's completing 62% of his passes, and his TDs and interceptions is cut in half. You know what I mean? So the key is to get him. The Bucs did a number on Mahomes, but his offensive line was done though. Like he had no offensive line. So expect him to, treat, get treated like the Bucks did. But you gotta hit Pat Mahomes, man. You gotta go after him. You gotta keep hitting him. After what, he gonna start flinching. But definitely, man, the Eagles have 60 sacks with the front four. Like, I mean, that's almost unheard of. That means that we're dropping back 7. So it's 7. There's 5 offensive linemen. Y'all got the quarterback. So that's 6 people that y'all have already that's accounted for. So there's only 5 of them going out. And we got 7 people dropping back. If we could get pressure with the front four, that's the big win for the Philadelphia Eagles, man. But definitely, man, Mahomes, Kelsey, and use your running backs, man. Pacheco, man, he scared me to death, man. That dude's so quick. He is so quick. So he scares me more than MVS. Be honest truth. So, but
Yeah.
look, go ahead. Any last words before we end this live?
I didn't hear your
Yeah,
score prediction, JC. You don't.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, what's up?
You know what I mean? Like, hey, look, ain't no, nah, for real though. Look, I see this game being 31-23. The Chiefs have a chance. They have the ball. I do agree. Wait, who said it?
Yeah,
somebody said, okay. Well, the Chiefs have the ball, but I think that the Philadelphia Eagles defense come up with the stop. So the final score is 31-23 Eagles. Patrick Mahomes, 2 interceptions, gets sacked 4 times. If the Bengals get 3, boy, we can at least one up them and get 4. You know what I mean? Because y'all offensive line, look, the Bengals defensive line is not, one of the top defensive line. You know what I mean? Like, and they got 3. You know why? Because Mahomes, he run around, just stay disciplined, and he'll get sacked. So, yeah. So 31-23. But I do appreciate all y'all, man. Please, one last time, man, give out your handles, man. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube channel, all that good stuff.
All right. Well, I'll go first. My handle is @CPen for the win. That's the number 4, the win. You can catch me on Twitter. And you can catch me on Instagram by that same handle as well. So yeah, follow me there.
Yep, Kylie, the Kylie Winfrey, and you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram, and of course, find me on Kingdom Kast every Thursday at 8. We're doing shows, so look us up there and join the conversation. We love having people in the comments. So,
Country Boy 567, Kingdom Kast, social media, IG, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Twitch, all that stuff. Please, if you like what we saying, please like us, please share us, please subscribe. And we appreciate it, man. So that's where we at.
Chiefs Boogie on Twitter. Of course, Kingdom Kast. Come pull up after we beat y'all, Eagles fans. Yeah, respectfully. Y'all been cool all week. Respectfully, pull up afterwards. Y'all can celebrate with us. Ain't no problems, man. JC,
look, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I lose, I'm unsubscribing, I'm unfollowing, so I'm doing all that. I don't know who y'all is at all. You know what I mean? Bump that. Nah. All right, subscribe to y'all channel, man. So look, it's all fun and games at the end of the day, man, because we don't play the game, man. You know what I mean? Hey, we just talk our shiza, and hopefully our teams could back it up, But
what you know about them German cuss words, bro?
Man, hey, I spent 4 years over there, man. You know what I
Me
mean?
too, bro, in Frankfurt, bro. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Wait, Frankfurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Artillery, man.
All right. We're going to have to chop it up after this.
Big Red 1, man. So, but yeah. So definitely, man, look, check me out, man. JC Sports Talk 20 on Twitter. Of course, on YouTube, JC Sports Talk, and on IG, JC Sports Talk. But look, it's been a blast, man. Even though y'all been hiding all week, I'm kind of disappointed. You know what I mean? Because we love smack talk, man. But y'all been flying under the radar, talking about that's how we do. Bullshit! This is a Super Bowl, man. I want some smack talking, man. I want some bets on the line. I don't know what it is, but definitely I'll be talking my trash tomorrow, and I'm gonna be tagging each one of y'all. I'm like, remember?
Well, JC, let's throw it out there now, man. Can we get a bet, me and you? Super Bowl bet, your next episode or something, you get a
What's the bet?
Chiefs,
What's the
Chiefs
bet?
shirt or something on? I
How
want you
was
to
the
have
bet?
a Chiefs shirt on your next episode after y'all lose.
Okay. All right. Cool. And vice versa. All y'all though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
No, that was
I'm
Boogie
with
Bet.
it.
That was
Hold
Boogie
on,
Bet.
hold on.
I don't believe in
Hey, I'm with
punishing
it.
one. I believe punishing
I ain't
everybody.
I ain't scared.
We
I ain't
outside.
scared.
I'll be
Jay-Z,
there.
what's up?
I'm
I'll
not
be there
scared.
with my
I'm
Chiefs
with it.
wear on because we won't
Right,
lose.
right.
But you know, we'll be
There
all
you
right.
go.
Right. We ain't
Hey,
have to worry
hey.
about that. But I'm with it. So
All right. Look,
But
it's
for
all good.
real, I respect you. I respect the Eagles. You guys are a good organization. We appreciate you having us on. So thank
Yeah,
you.
For
man.
sure, for sure.
Look,
yeah,
I love the
definitely.
Chiefs, man, because of a Big Red, man. You know what I mean? Yo, he's still one of my favorite coaches, man. And look, if we could beat Bill Belichick, there's only one other great coach out there left to beat is Big Red. So look, hey, you know what I mean? Hey, the last time we was in the Super Bowl, Bill Belichick. This time in the Super Bowl, Andy Reid. Hey, we might be able to beat the two greatest coaches right now in the NFL. Who knows? but
Yeah.
but hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe, man, to their channel, man. You know what I mean? Their link is in the description, man. So go check them out. It's all love, man. Let's show them the brotherly, sisterly love. You know what I mean? Forget the snowball stuff. You know what I mean? Hey, let's go show them some love, man. As always, go Birds.